People of Earth, people of the Dwight Frye Underground Cinema. You guys are in for a diesel punk movie tonight. Ooh, diesel punk. There's a lot of movies in the diesel punk genre. You wouldn't believe how many people are, how many people make diesel punk movies. Let's see. None of you wore costumes, right? Okay, one of you did. All right. Well, anyway. Hey, so tonight's movie, if you were here last month, you know what it is. It's Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. It's a very good film that unfortunately just did not get a lot of love at the box office. And it's really a shame because you guys remember Sin City, right? Everyone loved Sin City. Well, Sky Captain came out a little bit before Sin City, and it had a lot of the same technology in it. It was done on a virtual backlot, basically. You know, you had everything in it was created in the computer, and everyone was on green screens and all that. However, there is one shot that you'll see coming up here in the beginning that was actually one of the only sets built, and that's Polly's office. It's a very quick, shot. So I know, why did they build the set just for that little quick shot? I don't know, but you'll get to see that in there.
Doctor, you said you knew who was next.
Yes. Don't you see? There is only one left.
Who? Who is it, Doctor?
Me. He's coming for me.
Who? Who's coming?
Totenkopf. It's Totenkopf.
Sky Captain. Sky Captain. Repeat, calling Sky Captain. Come in, Sky Captain.
This is Sky Captain. I'm on my way.
Further details of the attack continue to pour in. The central portion of the city is blacked out from radio communication due to damaged power lines and electrical failure. Cables received from English, French, and German news agencies now confirm the attack was not limited to the city.
The BBC is reporting that a steel mill in Nuremberg was virtually excavated by what witnesses describe as a mechanized tornado.
Stop! I don't want to hurt you. Stop!
Folly, this may be our last moment together. There's something I need to ask you.
Yes, Joe.
Did you cut my fuel line?
Damn it! I didn't sabotage your lousy airplane.
Fine.
Our last moments on Earth, and this is all you have to say to me?
Could we just for once die without all this bickering?
Hello! So, weren't you enjoying that? Yeah, I know. I don't like where that break happened. I mean, it's so nail-biting right there. I kind of think that was a mean dick move of whoever it was who did the editing on there to put intermission right there. That's the thing. Sky Captain was originally, it was a short, which you can find the short on the Blu-ray and the DVD. It was a little short film that they'd done as a proof of concept. And what Kerry Conran, the director of the film, wanted to do was do it as a modern serial where every about 15-20 minutes it was a break and he would, do a new chapter on that. Speaking of serials, how are you guys liking Captain America? Yeah. Originally the Captain America serial, it was written for a different hero that Republic had. And they lost the rights to that hero, so they optioned Captain America for Marvel, and they just slipped in the character of Captain America into the pre-existing story they already had. So it really had nothing to do with Captain America. But that's what happened on those serials back then. They played really loose with things. So, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. After the October show, we're going to take a small break of the live show here. And plus, next year we hope to have the Dwight Frye Underground Cinema moved to its new location, which will be a little bit bigger, a little more room. You know, we'll see. Anyway, so we only got 2 more movies left, and you saw what next month's is. Next month's is Dead by Midnight, 11 p.m. Central. These are that movie is by the same people who did The Neon Dead. You guys love The Neon Dead. Well, okay. Sorry. You loved The Neon Dead. Sorry, we didn't have a lot of people turn out for The Neon Dead, and it was a really good movie. I think you loved it too, didn't you? So, anyway, it was a really good movie, which should have had more people, and this Dead by Midnight, 11 p.m. Central, it's got some of the same actors in it, but it's also focusing on, it's an anthology horror series, horror movie, and it's got a horror host as a wraparound on there, so that could be very interesting. You know, I do love horror host themed horror movies. There's not a lot of them. There's Elvira and Elvira's Haunted Hills. That's not a dirty joke. And Son of Ghost Man, which wasn't really a horror movie, but you know, anyway, I'm getting off topic. That happens. We got a call from the nurse, because remember, she's off looking to find out who she really is, and she was calling in from Texas. Nurse, did you get to Texas all right?
Yes, Dr. Bob, and look what I found, Joshua Kennedy.
Oh, what are the odds?
What are the odds? You end up in Texas, the biggest state in the U.S., and you find Joshua Kennedy. It's great to see you, nurse.
Great to see you.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
It's good seeing you. I'm great. It's funny, seeing you jogs a memory. There was someone who looked just like you.
Really?
From Cleveland. She stopped in Texas in the 1980s. I'm not sure what year. Does this ring a bell? Was that you?
I don't know. I guess I know where I'm going to go next.
Yeah,
Looks like I'm off to Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, there might be some clues in Cleveland that you want to check out.
Thank you so much.
And you know, when you're in Cleveland, you know, maybe stop on by Mars, Pennsylvania to the Monster Bash. I mean, that's where they show all of my movies. So.
Oh yeah, Dr. Bob, I'm going to need some time in June off next year.
Please, come see House of the Gorgon. But it was great seeing you.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Bye, Dr. Bob. Talk
Bye.
to you soon.
So, there you go. Cleveland. Well, there's lots of things you can say for Cleveland. It's the birthplace of a lot of horror hosts. It's nice when you leave. It doesn't smell so bad in the winter. Anyway, on with the movie.
Reconnaissance located an island 3 kilometers northeast of our current position. It is not, however, on any of our charts.
That has to be him.
That has to be who? What have you got me into this time, Joseph?
Nothing you can't handle, Frankie.
What about those machines? How do we get past them?
Leave that to me. Alert the amphibious squadron.
Report to main staging area. Report to main staging area. Ready.
What do you do? You honestly think you're going to find something more important than every single creature on Earth being led 2 by 2 inside a giant rocket ship?
I might.
Like what?
I'll know when I see it.
Alright, so how did you like that? Isn't that a good movie? It was fun. Polly is a bit of a pain in the butt, though. I know if she were my assistant, I think something would have happened to her by now. But, you know, the rest of the movie was really good. And, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow did... Okay, let's... I know there's a lot of Gwyneth Paltrow hate and all that. But, hey, remember, she did really good in the Iron Man movies and the Avengers series. She was a great Pepper Potts. We've got to give it up for her for that. I mean, the Avengers movies and the Iron Man movies would not be nearly as good if it would not have her as Pepper. Okay, yes, I know it's an ensemble cast. There's a lot of good people in those movies, but yes, Tom Hiddleston is one of those. Next month, we've got that Dead by Midnight, 11 p.m. Central. Also, we'll let you guys know this, the final movie of, this year in the Dwight Frye Underground Cinema is probably, it's like 90% likely to be the Ohio premiere of Christopher R. Mims' Guns of the Apocalypse, the post-apocalyptic spaghetti Midwestern that he's doing, because it's done, it's ready, and so that'll be our first weekend in October, and that should be a great film to close out our run here for the year. Hey, if you can't make it in here, say we sell out of tickets since there's limited seating, you can always watch the live stream if you're a member of the fan club, because they get the password sent to them every month and they can watch it in the comfort of their own home. And something we're considering, we're kicking the idea around, we may continue on the off season, so that's November through spring. We may continue the live stream. We'll still be showing the movie, but only the people who have the password, members of the fan club, will get to watch that. And we'll probably be doing some interesting movies in the off season. Movies that might be a little weird. Come back next month. I guarantee you're going to love Dead by Midnight, 11 p.m. Central. Until next month, science!